Hey YouTube, how y'all doing again? It's me here, Taurus. Again, I did that last video. Y'all probably seen it on my thing or whatever. Let me clear my own throat there. But look, y'all, it's like this right here. I'm gonna do a video on this whole thing with guys getting on here complaining about women and jerks and thugs and such like that. Okay, it's like this right here. Stop crying. I mean, like, everybody got their choice in life about what they want to do. Now, do I think that some of the things that women do when it comes to these thugs and such, or jerks, because like I said, I don't do just black people. It's like universal. So some people call them jerks, bad boys, that kind of stuff. But you know what? And not really to be in defense of women on this whole thing, because some of the shit that they do when it come down to them thugs and jerks and bad boys, yeah, kind of dumb. They let themselves get a little skull drug, and then you come around as a man that might want to have something to do with them, and then you got to deal with that too, which is understandable. Why I think that some of y'all are really upset. Let me sip this gin. Mm, got some mix in there, but it's like this right here. You can't really do anything about that. And being upset about it is not really going to fix the problem. Let me tell you about this right here, though. I kind of do know the reasons behind that since people can't figure it out. Once again, like I said, it's not a science project. It's not rocket scientists. It's like rocket science. It's like this right here. Everybody got a certain natural instinct inside of themselves to want certain things from people or certain things in life in general. Fellas, what you gotta look at this like this. That girl want that thug or that bad boy kind of like how you want that freak. She might not want that dude forever. It's still sad because, I ain't gonna lie, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they just they just stay too long, you know, which like I showed y'all my book in my first video. I'm coming out with another book I'm talking about in that book that women gotta learn to control that right there. It's like we get our freaks as guys. We get our freaks. We got our bum women that if we was messing with them and another female knew that was a woman that we wanted to be with, she probably wouldn't talk to us. We all got them. Everybody got them and done had them. But it's like this right here. We just hide this shit better. Women don't hide it. They put it out there in the open and they go ahead and be do in the open and everything. Bad move, ladies. No go. Everybody wants some of that primal, non-thinking, you know, sexual driven stuff in their life. They may not want it forever, but everybody's gonna want it sooner or later. The thing with women is they tend to let it ruin their lives. They tend to let it be so much to the point that as a dude, you come around, you can't even respect her because of some of the stuff she done took off of one of these guys that really ain't about nothing. Okay, that's one of the things. Now, on the same token, some of us is taking a little bit too much off of these freaks too. Ain't nothing wrong with having you a freak. Shoot, I like freaks. Everybody like freaks. I like to have a freak in my corner every now and again. But you gotta know how to control that. Women like those thugs and those bad boys, you know what I'm saying? Because some of the stuff they do, I do too. You know what I'm saying? They talk to the women a little bit more straightforward. I mean, I do that. Some of them get offended, some of them don't like it. But you know what? It is what it is. But they will appreciate you more as a man if you come at them straightforward. You ain't gotta be like, oh yeah, I want to hit it. But you can go ahead and let them know, like, hey, look, mama, it's like this right here. I'm trying to take you home with me. I'm trying to do this right here. That's what really give that thug that advantage over you. That's what really give that thug or that bad boy that advantage over you. He's not afraid of her. he's looking at her as like just a person, you know, another person, and that's what you got to do. And you ain't got to go out there and buy no gun and be no kind of person or whatever. You got to do all that junk. I seen some of these videos people talking about I got to be this, you got to, you ain't got to do nothing. These ain't but two things in life that you got to do, and that's stay whatever color you are and die and pay taxes if you work. But the last one is like, not a definite. But the first two is a definite. Whatever you was born, whatever color you was born, you're gonna stay that color for the rest of your life. Even if you do like some people, famous people that change themselves, people gonna know about you with how you was in the beginning. But you gotta stay whatever color you is, and you're gonna have to die. Nobody gets past them two things right there. So on the note of talking about the whole thug woman issue, let her have her thug. Move on. Chill. Now when she come around with 3 kids from this dude, don't be the one that's gonna go back and be like, oh well, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of you. Don't put the cape on. Don't do that. Don't save them because she don't want to be saved. Because she should have been smarter about it in the first place. Now on the same note, because I know some women are gonna look at this and they probably gonna get upset. No, guys, them freaks, well, ladies, I'm gonna tell you like this: when you see a dude, he with that freak, and he let that freak take him everything he got, you don't take that dude either. Now, if he go on to be with the freak and get him a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and later on in life, because you ain't a freak, he want to settle down to be with you, and you know he had a couple freaks, and he ain't let him skull drag him. Go ahead, I say go ahead and take the dude. I gotta tell the dude, you know the girl had a couple of thugs, but she ain't let him skull drag her. She ain't let him just take her for everything and all this other good stuff. Shoot, why not? But to come on here and be making these arguments about thugs and women only like thugs and they only like bad boys and stuff like that. I mean, like, shoot, man. I mean, maybe y'all need to get some straightforwardness in y'all game. That's how I look at it. Get some straightforwardness in your game. Tell her what's up. Because that's what they're really looking for, that leader ability inside of a person. Because nobody's going to follow a pump. I've been in this military. Oh, like I said earlier, I was in the military. I've been in the military for like 13 years. And the thing is, even in the military with a rank, nobody wants to follow a punk. That's just how it is. You can't say what you mean what you say, or tell a person something up front. Nobody wants to listen to you. And that's on a job where you're getting paid, and it's like against the rules if you don't follow this person. And people still will be defined of a person that's like that. What I see when I see these guys on here complaining about this is like somebody that's like not really in control of their life or not really in control of their thing inside of themselves. They're not really in control of what they want to say or what they want to do. They want to act a certain way, they want things to be a certain way, but they're not really willing to take control and make things be the way that they want them to be. Now that's how I see it. It's not thug, bad boy. Women just love that. The thing that women love about that part is that this joke ain't scared to say to her. I said it's scared. That's kind of messed up. I'm kind of country, so y'all gotta live with that. But he's not afraid to tell her, hey, we finna do this. Or, hey, tonight I'm gonna come pick you up and we gonna go over here. Gotta be kind of decisive. You gotta be decisive. Now, on the same note, I'm gonna give it to the ladies. I'm gonna give it to y'all a little bit because it's like this right here. Y'all, y'all let some of these jokers skull drag y'all. Y'all just go too far. Y'all just go with this guy, let him be with you, and let him use the hell out of you. You can't really do that and then expect to do with this guy something to come around and want to be with you because that's just not the real deal. It's like you done gave everything that you got to give to this dude, didn't have nothing to give back to you. So another person that come around that do got something to give to you ain't really gonna want to give you nothing. And if you don't like that, well, hell, you cannot subscribe to my channel or not listen to what I got to say. But the whole thing is that that's how it is with these females. You know, y'all got to look at that kind of that way. But guys, don't worry about these women wanting these thugs. Don't worry about them wanting the bad boy. In the end of life, everybody faces reality. If they don't face it today, tomorrow, the next day, or how long it is, shoot, I seen people, old people, that still ain't facing reality. But you know what? They ain't got nothing either. And their life ain't how they want it to be. But to complain and be upset about it is really unmanly. It's unmanly, guys. Don't be afraid. Well, not afraid. Don't be upset by the fact of what's going on with women anymore. You know, women just really get into this whole independence thing right now. I mean, it's been going on for years, but it takes a long time to change something that's been going on for a long time. And women independence really ain't been going on that long. So they really got to feel this whole thing out, and they got to get some understanding of how things are, because we've been knowing it for years. They think they can get that thug and get the good boy at the same time. But men, us being on the other end of the spectrum, we've known for a long time, and we always gonna know that you either gonna have a hoe or you're gonna have a housewife. You can't have both of them, which was one reason that women may not understand that some guys do be sleeping around on the outside of their relationship. You might have a good girl at home, but everybody want a little bit of that hoe. But you can't have both. For some reason, this thing just don't come in twos. You either get a freak or you get a wife. Just like with them, they either get a thug or they get a husband. They either get a bad boy or they get a good boy. They ain't really seen that yet. And it's gonna take a long time for them to actually see that. And then they'll start training them other females on it. It'll trickle down. It's got a trickle down effect. But it's like this right here. You can't have both. I don't care what nobody says, man, unless you don't get them both. You don't get them both. You either got to be a person that's gonna accept that your girl gonna do whatever she want to do, or you always gonna have somebody else in your relationship. And some people is like that, and they can accept that, and that's cool. That's cool. But for real, you can't have them both. And the whole being mad about the thugs and stuff like that, that's unmanly, man. It's really unmanly, guys. I'm telling y'all right now. You need your player card pulled, because the whole thing is, it's not something to even be mad about. It's too many of these females out here. It's too many. But with the women and thugs thing, let them have their thug. You want your freak, right? That's an equal trade off to me. I got my freaks. You got your thugs. Maybe one day, if I ain't let the freaks skull drag me, and you ain't let the thugs skull drag you, and we done got it all out of our system, then we could chill. But to be mad because that's what they want right now, nah. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. Quit coming on here on YouTube making these videos, man, because y'all just making yourself look bad, and y'all making, you know, the situation worse. It's like y'all angry because another guy got an advantage. Everybody got advantages. You got to find that advantage inside of yourself, and you work with it. Like I find advantages inside of myself, I work with them. But in closing, what I really want to say is that everybody wants what they want in life. Somebody might want a thug, somebody might want a freak. But as long as you getting what you got that make you happy at that point, and you're not letting that thing destroy you, then you do what you do. You do what you do. As long as it's not destroying you.